What happens when the serene beauty of Lake George turns into a nightmare? Picture this. A band of merry friends, their laughter echoing through the tranquil woods surrounding Lake George. The excitement of the night ahead is palpable, the air charged with anticipation. But as the sun sets, casting long, eerie shadows, the campsite takes on a more ominous tone. The thrill of the unknown is beginning to tingle at the back of their minds. As darkness fell, the friends were unaware of the chilling events that were about to unfold. As the moon rose, the laughter around the campfire began to fade. An eerie quietness settled over the Lake George campground, punctuated only by the occasional crackle of burning logs and the distant hoot of an owl. Out of the corner of their eyes, the friends noticed shadows that seemed to dance independently of the firelight. The rustling leaves and creaking branches began to sound like whispered words, sending chills down their spines. Their camping gear, once carefully arranged, started to shift and move as if being toyed with by invisible hands. The comforting glow of the fire seemed to dim, casting long, sinister shadows that played tricks on their eyes. Laughter turned to whispers, whispers turned to silence, and silence turned to fear. The friends tried to laugh it off, but the occurrences became more frequent, more inexplicable. The jollity of the night was replaced with a palpable sense of dread. The once welcoming campsite now seemed to be a playground for unseen entities. The friends, now huddled together, could not shake off the feeling of being watched. The air, once filled with laughter and camaraderie, was now thick with unease. It was as if their joy had been siphoned off, replaced by a gnawing anxiety. From the corner of their eyes, they noticed a shadowy figure. It was a vague silhouette lurking around the periphery of their campfire light. Each time they tried to approach, it would disappear into the darkness, only to reappear moments later in a different spot. It was observing them, watching, waiting. The realization hit them like a cold, harsh gust of wind. They were not alone. Their sanctuary, their campground, was shared with something unknown. The jovial chatter of the night was replaced by deafening silence, punctuated only by the crackling of the fire and their own beating hearts. They were not the only ones camping at Lake George that night. But who or what was their uninvited guest? As dawn broke, the friends packed up their belongings, their hearts pounding with relief. Their once peaceful retreat at Lake George had become a harrowing ordeal that would scar them for life. The haunting memories of the night, the unsettling discovery, and the terrifying encounter had them fleeing at first light. They made a solemn vow. Lake George was a chapter they would never revisit. Their camping trip had turned into a night of horror, a chilling tale they would carry with them forever.